April 1945. Berlin, once the proud heart of Hitler's empire, now lies in ruins. The air smells of smoke and dust. The streets echo with the distant thunder of artillery. At first, many Berliners refused to believe the Red Army was this close. For years, Nazi propaganda had promised victory, that the enemy would never reach the capital. But now, the ground trembled. Every explosion was closer than the last. In the cellars of shattered apartment blocks, families huddled in darkness. Mothers whispered lullabies to children who no longer slept. Old men stared at cracked maps, hoping for reinforcements that no longer existed. Then came the leaflets, dropped by Soviet aircraft, fluttering through the broken city. "Surrender," they read. "The war is over." Most Berliners tore them up. Some cried. Others just stared, realizing the unthinkable was true. On April 16, 1945, the Red Army launched its final offensive across the Oder River. Over 2.5 million Soviet troops, supported by 6,000 tanks and 40,000 guns, began their march to Berlin. The earth itself seemed to shake under the weight of it. Inside the city, Nazi officials still insisted everything was under control. They told civilians to fight with pistols, shovels, or kitchen knives if necessary. Hitler himself refused to leave his bunker beneath the Reich Chancellery. But outside, Soviet artillery had already begun pounding the suburbs. Lichtenberg, Pankow-Charlottenburg. The sky glowed red at night from burning fuel depots. The smell of gasoline and death hung everywhere. By April 25th, Berlin was surrounded. The Red Army had cut off all escape routes. Trains stopped. Food ran out. Civilians wandered the streets with white flags made from bedsheets. Still, some refused to believe it. "The Führer will save us," an old woman whispered to a neighbor. "The secret weapons. They're coming." But the only thing coming was the Red Army. Block by block, house by house, closing in. When Soviet soldiers finally entered the city center, they found a ghost world. Rubble piled higher than cars. Burned out trams. Dead silence, broken only by the crackle of fire. In the Reich Chancellery bunker, Hitler made his last address, promising victory, while the walls above shook from explosions. 2 days later, he was dead. On my dome, a white flag rose above the ruins of Berlin. For the first time, after 6 years of war, the city was silent. Civilians emerged from the basements, blinking in the daylight, surrounded by Soviet tanks. Many wept. Some stared blankly at the soldiers who now controlled their streets. The propaganda had said the Red Army would never reach Berlin, but the truth was undeniable. They were already standing at the doorstep.